voting in the largest democracy in the world is obviously a very unifying thing.
Yes.
The question is, I mean, the importance of voting. I mean, and is the most important thing that you can do as a citizen of this country. I think young people notoriously do not vote. And I think that is the reason we've been brought here today, is to speak at this forum, to try and influence and point out the importance of that vote today. And living in a democracy, that voice you have, that importance you have to effect change is the most important thing. And I think that unity and that awareness of that democracy is why we're here. So,
the largest festival that all of us can come together and celebrate, irrespective of our religion, caste, creed, color, etc., etc.
Yes.
I believe we are going to have around 900 million voters this year.
Yes.
And I think it's amazing. And yes, it's a festival, and it's a holiday. That doesn't mean that you sit home and chill.
It's a long weekend, guys.
Yeah, and you can't. You have to be responsible about the fact that we are in a democracy. Our constitution has given us the right to vote, and we have to exercise it with a lot of responsibility.
Yes.
We are the people that are going to choose our government. The government is made by us, for us.
Yes.
We have to make sure that we have the right people in a place of power.
Yes.
That are responsible and that love our nation as much as we do.
Definitely.
So definitely it's a festival, and we need to celebrate it, and we need to be proud of it. We can't be negative ki, kya fayda jaake vote kare, ya, what's the point of going and voting? No, it's your duty towards your country.
So guys, please go vote because do it for yourself, yaar. It's like a dressing on your burger maybe, and if you don't choose that, you won't like it when you eat it. So you're choosing your country, you're making your country. You guys, of all the things you wait to do when you turn 18, I think one of the most fun thing is to make a country, which you'll remember when you're old, and so just do it, guys. It's choose your leader, choose your government, and just 29th of April is also speaking about holidays. Yeah, don't do that. I know you can vote and go have fun, chill. Play some games, watch IPL, do whatever you want to, but please vote. That's the priority, and that's do it for the freedom fighters who have fought for our country and envisioned an India where they wanted to make this India great.
Yes.
Sone ki chidiya, as they say. Get it back again, and it's in our hands. Hum nahi karenge to kaun karega? I think around 2/3 of the population is under 35. So it's the youth has a very important role to play. It's our duty, it's our responsibility, and our right to choose.
And even one vote is important, right? So I think not voting should not be an option.
Definitely.
And you can really affect change, and people will fear. I think one of the things that any government or any leader should fear and be really aware of is the power of unity, of union in this country. Like if you get together, if you get a student union body together and decide and discuss and decide you can vote one way or not, suddenly you become really important people to these guys and they'll fear you. So use that and look after the country we live in.
Now it's 900 million voters. It's 400 million young voters, 1 million booths. That's 29 states, 7 union territories. So it's a country which is really vast and very, very big, the biggest democratic setup. And when you look at, so this is a national election, but when you look at elections over a period of time, whether the state elections or what, wherever people have really come out and voted, you've seen the evolution happening, the change happening, and sort of a revolution happening. So it's very, very important for us to understand that the power of vote, even one person really makes a lot of difference, and we need to realize and contribute towards it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I have some names here of young people who are really leaving a mark globally and who are taking actions which are impacting the country in large ways, right? So I have Mirabai Chanu, who has made the country proud at all the weightlifting championships. We have two girls who are called Aditi Prasad and Deepti Rao. They have started something which helps young girls in the country code, helps them learn code so that they can implement that code and lead to real life impact. Right? Then we have people like Anand Maligawad, who is in Bangalore and who is cleaning lakes after lakes after lakes in the city because he feels this is his job, this is his responsibility. He has to make his environment the way he wants it. So young people, be it in any field, right? Be it in Bollywood, education, science, technology, innovation, they have the power to steer change, steer the country towards a better tomorrow. So I wanted to ask you guys, how do you think the youth can help India progress? Saif.
So, well, I think it's also about mindset. I mean, we came from a time, I did a film on that also, where, you kind of had to follow a certain career path many years ago. I mean, following certain things was not an option. Even, frankly, becoming an actor was not always the most attractive option for certain people in families. Let's say, be a doctor or a lawyer and that kind of thing, and you're educated accordingly. And today, like you said, about whether it's weightlifting, all these things, it's also a question of options and mindset
Definitely.
that's come forward.
Yes.
And that's the biggest change, and that discussion and that awareness that young people will bring to that.
Yeah, they could take that mindset forward and make sure they're doing what they're really passionate about.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
So yeah, the idea is to find a passion and to kind of use that to effect whatever positive change or that you can in your universe, in your
Definitely.
sphere,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Our youth is our future, right?
Yes.
With the way the world is connected today, we automatically have realized that, okay, we are lacking certain things in our country, but you just can't blame the government for it. We have to individually take some responsibility and make sure that we can bring about certain amount of change in our own way. You know,
Yes.
it can be something as simple as convincing the people that work for you, your staff, that you must go vote, or you must be responsible about the way you use water, or burning crops is not the best way of getting rid of, it causes air pollution. On a very individualistic level, we need to bring about a change. And I think that's what our youth has realized.
Yes.
You have so many portals, like the one that you run,
Yes.
right? Where you are constantly bringing out constructive stories about what we as Indians are doing to bring about a change.
Yes.
The internet obviously is a great boon. It has helped us a lot. It has helped us kind of open up our minds and see how our country can just become better. We've realized that, okay, we can't have an ostrich mentality. We need to understand that, okay, this is a situation that we are in, and if we don't take strong actions against them, shit's gonna go down.
Yes.
So, and I feel we are the ones that can do it. We have to do it for future generations to come. We have to do it for our current situation.
Yes, we do.
And the youth has all the power, yeah. They have to, as Sir said, I think we have about 400 million young voters.
Yeah.
That's a huge number, and I truly, truly hope that all of them go vote, because you've got to be the change that you want to see.
Yes.
That's how you make a country strong.
Yeah, so when you look at youth, it's really bringing in a lot of change, whether you look at the new startups, whether you look at, the things which are happening around the country. I was reading an article 2 days back which mentioned about a young lady who has started a surfing community in a very small village town near Mangalore.
Yeah.
So, these are very, very inspiring stories. Imagine setting up a surfing community and providing livelihood to nearby villages, telling each villager that, your family, if it takes care of, let's say, a tourist who comes and, you offer them meals and accommodation, that is how you earn better, you provide education to your kids, and the whole community, the whole village evolves.
Yeah.
So, there are really very, very interesting stories. And even when I talk to my son, he's 14 years old, and if I tell him that, okay, this is what I'm thinking about you, he says, you don't think about me, let me think about myself. So this is the kind of change. And when you see such a vibrant youth and such an empowered youth, you really feel blessed that you're in a country where the youth is very, very active and is willing to participate and willing to contribute towards the progress of the country. And I feel, the biggest contribution which is required is now, when
Yes.
the biggest democratic setup and, the voting is happening.
Yeah.
I shoot extensively in rural India. You know, my films are such. And it amazes me how all of them have a smartphone, but they don't have toilets. Now, this is a thing that's kind of close to me because I've done a film around sanitation. And just speaking of development, just how much we've progressed where the sanitation bit of India is concerned.
Yes.
And again, getting the whole feminism or women empowerment angle to it, how women now have the courage to kind of fight any kind of prejudice that comes their way, from sanitation to education to illiteracy to dowry to feticide. I mean, this definitely, we've come a long, long, long way since our independence.
Agree.
There are such amazing stories that we've come through. Sorry, Saif. No, please tell me. Absolutely, the Me Too movement.
Definitely.
I mean, who could have thought that a few years ago, if a girl would have done this, she would have been ridiculed.
Definitely.
Today, she is encouraged, she's given power, she is celebrated, and she has motivated a lot more people to come out in public with their stories, and it is just amazing. I, as a girl, feel a lot more secure today. You know, when I think of all the stories that my mom told me, or all the incidents that my aunts or people in my family or people that I know of went through, I feel like, okay, we are in a better place, and I really hope that the future generations feel a lot more secure.
Yo, क्या बोल रही पब्लिक? वोट करेंगे क्या? हाँ, वोट करेंगे? सरकार चुनेंगे? ये वाला भी सुनेंगे क्या? तो सुनो, ये अपनी जिम्मेदारी है, ये अपनी जिम्मेदारी है, ये अपनी तैयारी है, ये अपनी जिम्मेदारी है, ये अपनी तैयारी है, मतदान की सवारी में तैयार अपनी गाड़ी है, ये तैयारी है, ये अपनी तैयारी है। इम्प्रॉम्प्टू कर रहे हैं क्योंकि ये तो फ्री स्टाइल थोड़ा। ये अपनी तैयारी है, मतदान की सवारी में तैयार अपनी गाड़ी है, ये मेरी भागीदारी है, तैयारी है, तेरी जिम्मेदारी है, ये मेरी जिम्मेदारी है। सरकार बोले, क्या बोले भाई, क्या बोले सरकार? कुछ नहीं बोल रही सरकार भाई, हम लोगों को कुछ करना पड़ेगा ना, कुछ करते हैं, कैसे करेंगे? एक जो वोट करेंगे, वन शॉट करेंगे, फटाफट शट करेंगे, सरकार को अलर्ट करेंगे, क्या कि वोट करेंगे। जो ये युवा पीढ़ी है, ये चूहा बिल्ली नहीं। सो फ्री स्टाइल, ये युवा पीढ़ी नहीं, चूहा बिल्ली, ये वोटिंग की दहाड़ बहुत हार्ड, मगर वोटिंग बहुत इजी है मेरे भाई, बहुत इजी है। जाओ, वोट करो, अपनी सरकार चुनो, और बस बाकी क्या है भाई, जो फिर करना है करो, ऐश करो यार लाइफ में।